We have done a fantastic job working on the foundation for the life that we want to live. We're now about to move on to the next phase. Before we move on to the next phase, it's important to finish well. And so we want to finish laying the foundations well. Now that we've done so much work in terms of focusing inward, laying a good foundation for building the kinds of life we want to live, our legacy, how we think and feel about ourselves. We've done a fantastic job of integrating community, building, nurturing, and definitely dismantling any wrong notions that we may have had about forgiving others, about being generous to others, and loving them authentically. We're now about to lay the final blocks for this foundation, and I'm so excited. I feel like we deserve to truly celebrate this moment, and here's how we're going to celebrate this moment. Having received gifts from God, getting more comfortable with His generosity, we're about to take that generosity, give it out, and take some more. On this episode, I'm just going to simply encourage you to say that since God has been good to you, since He has been kind to you, it is time to take that strength and move on. But there is an important question. What if I'm not always feeling cheerful? How do I laugh in the face of difficulties, challenges? How do I laugh while I'm still processing, while I'm still on the journey? You're not alone. I am still on the journey. We are all still on this journey, but we can laugh while we're at it. How are we going to laugh? So remember to laugh for yourself, with yourself. It's intentional, it's deliberate, it requires connection, and it requires patience. To make others laugh, it requires integration and a commitment to maintain peace and love, to understand that we're in process and to seek to understand and to be understood. Here, what we're going to do is continue to translate our understanding of God as He reveals Himself to us. We're going to continue to let go of our perceptions of Him, and we're going to instead take on His generosity and invest that generosity in ourselves and in the world around us. It means that we have confidence that regardless of what comes at us, we're in a much better space and we're equipped to live the best version of the life that we hope and dream for, as we have partnered with Him to even come into these dreams. I bet you didn't know that some of your dreams are in fact inspired by Him. He's going to back you up, so just trust Him. Do you know that God laughs? Sometimes the beam of the sunshine is God laughing. Sometimes it's rain when the land is very parched. Sometimes it's a traffic situation that mysteriously suddenly clears up. That's God's way of laughing. Someone I hold very dear said a few years ago, God is always in a good mood. And I honestly believe it. God is always in a good mood. And He wants to partner with you to always be in a good mood, regardless of what you see. I am so thankful that we've been on this journey together. And I'm happy that we're continuing. Please tell me about how you learned to laugh with Him. I'm not going to make any prescriptions, but I'll share a few examples of how God and I have gotten into laughing together. Sometimes it's a random act of generosity that He gives me the privilege to partner with Him on. Sometimes it's a random act of anonymous generosity. Sometimes it looks like praying for someone. Sometimes it could be a word of knowledge to encourage them and let them know they're seen by God. Sometimes it's even a word of prophecy that is birthed and is backed up by intercession. Sometimes it's just a silent prayer for a situation to be well resolved, for conflict to be dismantled, and for peace to be restored. Sometimes It looks like literally just taking a moment and laughing. Sometimes it looks like him doing something, and my response is typically something like, I know that was you. Thank you. Those are some of the ways in which God and I spend time laughing together. I'd like for you to come into your own culture with him. You're establishing values. Now it's time to have a culture. This culture is going to create the context that helps you maintain the foundation that you've already made. Until next time, I remain in support of you, in support of your well being, in support of you doing your utmost best and living enthusiastically and authentically. I love you so much and I'm glad you're here. Have a wonderful time experiencing God, loving on others, and loving yourself deeply. Bye for now.